Hi guys, this is Dawn with Furtastic Friends, and today we're starting a new craft project. And this is what you'll need. You'll need a pumpkin from the Dollar Tree, some fall napkins, some wood stems or just some wood from your yard, some tiny pine cones and acorns, some leaves from some of your flower stems that you've gotten from the Dollar Tree or from any craft store. Some leaves. Now I have these that I've taken off of, they came off of this. Now you can peel the backing off, the little veining, just peel that off and you can use them just like this. We'll probably have to moisten them to make them softer for decoupaging, but you can peel the veining off to use them as leaves. Or I also have the leaves I bought like this that come in the bag. I also have some berries that I took off some florals from the Dollar Tree. We might even use some of these pretty fall colored sequins. Some of these berries that I bought from either, I think these were from AC Moore or Michael's, don't remember, I think AC Moore. And some paint, because we're going to paint our pumpkin this off-white color, and then of course some Mod Podge. And there you go, guys. Let's get started with our craft project. Hi guys. Okay, we're back and we're about to start our craft project. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick out what you want to use as your stem on your pumpkin, because we're going to pull this out. And see, it's only held in by a toothpick. So you just pull this out and we're just going to throw that away. Then decide what you want to use as your stem. Now I went ahead and used, I'm going to choose from one of these that came in that bag of stems that I got at the Dollar Tree. Or you can pick something from your backyard. Dollar Tree also has a bag of stems that have these really short, fat ones. Now those are kind of short, so which means they're not long like these are. If you got those instead of these, just pick a couple out and use some wood glue and then glue 2 or 3 of those together to make a long stem. So do whatever you've got to do to create a stem that's going to go in the middle of your pumpkin. Then whenever you pick out what you want to use, I'm probably going to choose one of these two right here. Then stick it in the middle of your pumpkin and then use a steak knife or some small serrated knife and cut a hole in the top of your pumpkin. This is just styrofoam, so it's going to be easy to cut. And cut a hole that this will slightly fit snug into in the top. Okay? And I'm going to do that and be right back. Okay guys, I'm finally back to finish up this fall project. I know I'm behind, please forgive me, but between being sick and so many other things going on, I just could not get back to finishing this project. So let's get this done. I went ahead and glued in my branch stem to the top. As you can see, I used a mixture of E6000, or was it Gorilla Glue, and then low temp hot glue. Don't use high temp because you will melt this styrofoam and then your hole will get bigger and then you won't have a way to stick your stem in. Okay, now we're going to start Mod Podging. I cut out a bunch of these fall pumpkins and leaves off of a fall napkin, and we're going to Mod Podge those around the pumpkin, and then we'll embellish the top around the stem at the top. Okay, so let's get started. Now I'm going to first leave my pumpkin sitting flat because I want to get an idea of where I want to start. I want to show you where the bottom is of the pumpkin. See where the napkin is resting on the table? So that is about where I want to start my Mod Podge. So I'm going to hold that, turn it over. Oh, I didn't even open up my bottle. I've got so many things on my mind. Can't believe the year is almost over, guys. And work from the middle out. And make sure that your napkin is soaked. See, I'm going to need more Mod Podge because it's not going to soak this napkin. Now your pumpkin has these dents in there, so make sure you push into the dent and then come over. And then just take your time. And because we're working on an odd surface, you are probably going to have some wrinkles. But that can't be helped when you're working on an odd shaped surface. And once you know that it's down well, you might want to just stop messing with it because at that point you could tear the napkin. And then of course, then you're going to have to try to do repairs and you don't want to do that. Okay, so I think I'm going to turn it around and see how it's on that side. I'm going to directly come over to this side and do the same thing. Let me find another one that had that same little curly cue. Okay, I'm trying to find. Okay. What you want, baby precious? Uh-oh. Don't stick to my table. Oh, I'm sorry I was out of frame, guys. Okay. And so basically now I'm going to do the same thing here and here. So I'll have 4 around. So I'll do another one here and then another one there. Then we'll fill in with some of the leaves. So when I get done with the pumpkins, I'll come back and show you the leaves. Okay, guys, I've gotten all the pumpkins. They're still wet, but now I want to add some of these beautiful leaves. And we're going to be adding them in between the pumpkins near the top so that they're pointing down, and they'll be accented by some of these leaves that we're going to be gluing to the top. So let's get, now I have some of these that have a little green leaf next to them, and then some smaller ones that are just plain. So I'm probably going to use a couple of each. And I'm probably going to use this little line that goes around the top as my guide to keep them in the same vicinity so that they look even going around. Actually, I might use a little one on this one because I don't want to cover up that curly Q on that one. I wish I had 3 hands. Plus my fingers are getting sticky from the Mod Podge. And these little pieces of napkin, even though I don't have a fan on, just want to not want to cooperate. Okay. I just need to put some Mod Podge down to hold it in place so that I can at least get started. Oh, and that one's going to have a bad wrinkle. Oh well. I'll try to smooth it out, but I don't want to damage my napkin. See? Just like that. And now I'm going to put one here, here, and here, just like I did that that leaf. And then, before I do anything else to it, I'm going to let all of this dry before I handle it any further. Okay, guys? So, I'll be back to finish up our fall decorator pumpkin.